going mile high. We going mile high. Up in the sky. We going mile high. We going mile high. Baby, way up in the sky. We got the energy high up in the elevation. A celebration, multiple generations. Come get a taste of that orange crush. Breathe in that blue sky and feel that mile high rush. You can't tame us or maintain control. You in Broncos country now.
Hey, what's going on, Broncos country? So it's early morning here. I'm actually really tired. I haven't slept too well, but I'm going to Broncos training camp today. I'll be leaving here in a few minutes. I know I think I'm not allowed to record some stuff there, but I'm gonna try to get some footage for you guys because I wanted to put together a little something. But yeah, I'm actually gonna be headed out there. I actually do have something for the. I don't know if they're doing autographs today, but this is a Color Rush helmet. I got it for my birthday a couple years ago, and now I'm gonna see if I can get like maybe some signatures on it because that would be really, really cool. So yeah, I'm gonna put together some footage here. It's actually 6 o'clock in the morning. I should have left earlier. But anyway, guys, yeah, that's anyways, I'm just off the training camp, so that's just where I am right now.
We're not going inside, baby.
We just arrived at the facilities. There's some food trucks here, so I think we'll pick up some food. So yeah, we might just do that. I'll try to get some footage of the camp itself. I'll try to do that. Yeah, Monster! Hey, what's going on, Broncos country? So I got back from training camp. I'm sorry I couldn't record any footage for you guys, but I was actually sitting right up front, like right on the field. And while that's good for viewing wise, like I could see all the players, I could see all the drills and all that. Unfortunately, there were security guards right there, so I would have gotten in big trouble. Probably got kicked out of camp if I had started recording anything. But I was able to get there, and that's actually it was actually a really fun experience. I haven't been to training camp since 2011, back when we had Tim Tebow in that season when we beat the Steelers in the wild card game. So I haven't been to training camp in a really long time, guys, and this was a ton of fun. The team looks solid, not going to lie. This team looks really good. The defense is, of course, as solid as ever. The offense looks like it's re-energized. Case Keenum is throwing dimes. He's throwing smart passes. And unlike Trevor Siemian, he's not going to force anything that's too tight. If it's too tight a window, he's not going to force it, and he'll throw a nice little over-the-shoulder route with maybe, like, say, Demaryius Thomas or Emmanuel Sanders. Jake Butt as a tight end looks pretty good. Hireman looked pretty good. I liked our team overall. There were only two parts of the offense that I didn't like. I didn't like our running game. Our running game looked pretty our running game looked pretty offset. I think that Devontae Booker being announced as the starter is probably going to be. It was a little shaky. I mean, I remember going on some of the forums on some Broncos websites. People weren't exactly happy with Devontae Booker, probably because he's not too solid a pass blocker, which is one thing we do lose in C.J. Anderson. You know, the dude basically blocked like a fullback. So, which is why I say let Devontae Booker just do the running, and if we need a pass blocker, I say put Janovich back there. He's solid for that. Royce Freeman looked pretty good. I thought he looked cool. D'Angelo Henderson looked all right. I thought our run game, it's still a question mark. I mean, it's really going to depend on how our offensive line blocking is going to do. And I know it's training camp. I know we're not allowed to go full pads yet. But I know that our run blocking looked, it was eh. Our run blocking did not look like it opened up that many holes. They were a lot of times supposed to bounce the outside, which is fine. But then when they bring those outside blitzes, you know, you got to be able to cut up the middle. So I say we need to improve our run blocking quite a bit. Pass blocking looks solid, though. I mean, Case Keenum had plenty of time to throw. He did a good job. And, again, he was just throwing dimes, guys. I've been pretty skeptical with Case Keenum. I'm not jumped on the hype train of the bandwagon, you know, just been like, yeah, Case all the way. You know, I'm cautious. I want to make sure that he's legitimately the guy before, you know, we even get it too crazy. But he looks solid out there, guys. Not gonna lie, he looked really good, and I was glad what Case Keenum showed out there. Overall offense, it looks really good. I'm glad with what Bill Musgrave is doing, and I think the offense is going to really improve this season. On the defensive side of the ball, things look just as solid as ever. Our defense has actually just been that crutch that we've been standing on for the past year or so, and that's both a good thing and a bad thing. Good thing, at least we got solid defense, so our defense has been keeping us in the games. It's a bad thing because, of course, if we can't score many points, no matter how good we play, we'll lose a game. We'll lose a lot of games like last season. So it's good that maybe this year the defense doesn't have to be that crutch. That this year the offense might finally be able to get itself some good support, and we'll finally be able to push ourselves forward in that direction. So I'm glad that we're doing that. The defense looks good. Bradley Chubb looks like a solid pickup at the tight end, at the linebacker position. I'm glad what Bradley Chubb is doing. He looks fast. He looks energized, ready to go. I've heard that he's actually really humble, really quiet in the locker room, and he's just here to work and do his job. And I like that. I don't exactly like college draft picks like, say, Josh Rosen or like Baker Mayfield, who came into the draft. They're full of themselves. They're cocky. They're arrogant. And they're I don't mind wanting to make a statement, make a name for yourself. That's confidence, and I don't mind that. But thinking that you're the best, and complaining that where you got drafted and, in what spot you fell to, you got drafted in the NFL. Just be content with that. Honestly, I'm glad that Bradley Chubb is just being humble, and he's just here to work and do his job. And I like that. That's the mentality I like on the Denver Broncos, especially with this kind of defense, because he knows he's got a stout linebacking core. You got Shaq Barrett, you got Brandon Marshall, you have Todd Davis, and, of course, my guy, you got Von Miller. So, of course, he's got a stout linebacking core to compete with. Defensive line looks solid. Adomata Peko, who actually, on this little Color Rush helmet, I got him the signature. I actually saw it on Top Peko. He's actually a really nice guy. He it wasn't even his day to sign today, and he came over to the fans and he signed a lot of stuff. And just because he's a nice guy, and that's really good. He was my favorite pickup from last season. Domata Peko really, our run defense really took a hit last year, so it was good to see Domata Peko come in and fill that gap. To see him come in and actually be able to shut down good running backs. So Domata Peko is a solid pickup in my opinion. Derek Wolfe, of course, I'm glad to see him back. He's one of my favorite defensive players. Guys like Gotsis, it's good to see that they're ready to go. DeMarcus Walker, I'm glad to see that all these guys, that they're solid, that they're ready to go. This is going to be quite a season to watch, guys. Secondary still looks strong. Chris Harris Jr., Justin Simmons, Darian Stewart. I'm actually looking forward to see what Tremaine Brock, who we picked up from the Panthers, I can't wait to see what he's going to pull off. He did get burned quite a few times today, but granted, he was going against Emmanuel Sanders, and he's the best receiver on our team. So I'm not going to exactly blame that. Chris Harris Jr. has stated how this is a personal year for him because, of course, he was knocked out of the top 10 spots for cornerbacks. And I think that's just because people aren't going to throw at him. The quarterbacks know he's going to pick the ball off, so of course they're not going to throw at him if they know he's going to intercept the football. This year, I think, though, he's going to finally justify it because, in my opinion, he is the best cornerback in the game. Hands down, I think he is. So it's time that he justifies himself and that he gets himself into that top 10 spot, shows the NFL that they were wrong. Overall, team is solid. I think that we're far improved from last season. I think that this is going to be a far better year than last year. However, we're not perfect. We still got some gaps to fill, and we have about a month to do so. Our first preseason game is in 2 weeks, guys, and we got to get ready because I can't wait to get back out there. Football is really close, guys. Football season's it's right there, and I can't wait to get back in gear. Anyways, I'm going to give the team a solid B+ as of yet. We're going to see really what this team's going to do come that first preseason game. When that happens, we're going to see what this team can really do. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe on the video, and let me know what you thought of training camp so far and what you would grade our team so far this season. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Malhaz salute. Adios.